morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever you are in the world joining us. Welcome. I'm Charlene. It's so good to be here with you today. How are you doing, my friends? Feels like it's been ages. Tell me where you're joining us from. Drop it in the chat. We always take the first few minutes to say hello, to check in, to reconnect with the community. And we do that because your energy, your vibration informs what will happen today. It's an exciting time to be alive on a lot of levels, I think. It's a challenging time to be alive, and yet here we are. So let's make the most of it. I'm curious, what wins have you been having right now, and what areas of opportunities are presenting themselves to you? For some reason, I feel called to ask. Good morning, Olivia. Nice to see you joining us from Waterloo, Ontario. Lori, hello, my dear friend from Madison, Wisconsin. Hey, Joy, nice to see you. Peace and rich rising to you as well. Mickey, my Floridian fellow Floridian, joining us from Wellington. So glad you're here. Christina, good morning from the mountains of Virginia. Over on YouTube, nice to see you. Dai from Nepal. I hope you've had a beautiful day, my friend. Maribel, hello, good to see you. So glad you're joining us. Nice to see you again. Mary, hello from Virginia. A couple Virginians. Jen, good morning. Nice to see you. So much love sending back to you as well. Sarah, happy Friday to you and yours. Carol, good morning. Carol with an E. So have there been any wins and opportunities presenting themselves to you right now? If you feel comfortable sharing, drop it in the chat. It's interesting, the times that we find ourselves in right now are calling us or asking us, are vibrating us towards a deeper state of possibility. And I think when we can name the things that we want to celebrate as articulately as we can name the things that we are ready to help shift, change, vibrate, resonate in a different way, these changes that we're being asked to walk into and through can more readily take place. When we have clarity of vision, vision becomes clear. And you don't have to have clear vision in order to have clarity. It's a bit of a conundrum, isn't it? But what you do have is an element of an activated emotional belief, faith, hope, more than hope, a knowing that all is well right now, and that even if something is working in a way that's a little different than what you had initially supposed, that it is still working to your highest good. And if you can't see your highest good yet, know that's an opportunity for you to be able to reevaluate, well, what could be my highest good? Something I hadn't even considered. Wow, the bulls are really strongly agreeing with this one right now. This is interesting to sit in the middle of it. I feel like I'm vibrating my entire body. Sandy, good morning. Walking in the Tucson desert. You just saw two beautiful does. Amazing. Beth, good morning. Beth has a win. Beth says, I finally began to lose some weight. It's amazing what we carry, right? And sometimes we carry this weight not just for ourselves, but for others. And then it manifests in this physical plane. Thank you for sharing that, and good for you for finding whatever is right for you. You're perfect. Not they're perfect. You're perfect. I love that. Mickey says, I've been directed, / promoted, to focus on self-care, both mentally and physically. Amazing. Amazing. And isn't that fascinating, the emotions that can come up around that? And yet if we can't care for ourselves first, who can we care for? It's amazing, Mickey. Good job for tending to your own oxygen mask. Amazing. Arc Lady. Hi, Diana. Good morning from the central coast of California with dog and sunlit spots. I love that. I just left our little Remy in her chair upstairs, Jeremy, and I turned her into the sun. So Remy loves to find the sunshine, but upstairs the chair was not in the sun, but she's been feeling a little hard. And so she didn't feel safe enough to be in her normal sunshine spaces. So we brought the sunshine to her, and she purred and purred and purred. It's funny, the sun was right there all the time. And how true is that for our own lives? The sun is right there, and yet we just happen to be facing in the opposite direction. Remy always brings us a beautiful reminder of life, right? Hey, Gail, nice to see you. Gail joining us over on YouTube from Ocean Park, Washington. So glad you're here. Gail says, I'm on the edge of a creative breakthrough. Ooh, precipice, I love it. Well, today is the day, my friend. This is the right vibrations happening all around you. So we are obviously in the midst of some very fascinating times. Teresa, good morning. I'll just say good morning real quick to Teresa from Orlando, sitting on your pool deck with your 2 doggies. I love that. I love that. So the times that we are being called right now to move in really are informing the vibrations that we're feeling, and we're feeling them very intensely. Anytime we schedule a live stream, there's always a reason. There's always some significant sort of energy that's moving in and around or through the space. And that just means that our field, the subtle vibratory field that is you, is being informed by this larger vibratory field. You are a pattern in this larger field of patterns. So these patterns interconnect, interweave, and intertwine, and you begin to feel what's happening outside of you as though it's happening inside of you. And the truth is that it's happening both. But when we can understand these larger patterns happening all around us all the time, we can better begin to understand what's happening within us. And today, that's what we're going to start looking at. So before we begin our journey today, I'd like to share with you a bit of a framework that will be working inside. First of all, if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so delighted you're here. I'm Charleene, and in front of you are 22? Somewhere between 20 and 22 today. The numbers keep changing as we pull things on and off. Chromatically tuned quartz crystal singing bowls. When I say chromatically tuned, I mean they have all of the white keys on a piano keyboard to make a full octave from a middle C to a high C, plus all of those delicious black notes as well. Now we also have notes that are sitting a little bit higher and as well as a little bit lower to help ground us into this space. By having the full octave, we are able to have more than a sound bath experience. We are able to paint with vibration, to use sound as color, to stimulate emotional responses and then releases within your own body, connecting on the archetypal level as well as on a measurable frequency level. Certain frequencies begin to enliven different parts of your physiology, and your physiology is unique. While it moves in the same types of patterns that mine does, because your field is harmonized in different ways, we may be playing the same note in a general area, but your field may be experiencing this. These other vibrations happening around it. That's a beautiful F major chord. Now, my field may be experiencing this. Now, all are beautiful. actually a E diminished 9. Same central note, being harmonized in different ways. This is why when you have the experience that you'll have today, some people will feel very energized, other people may feel very subdued, some may fall asleep, some may feel agitations coming up and then releasing. So this journey will be unique to you. So let's talk about this framework that we're going to be working inside today, inside this journey, because the session's built around a very specific cosmological moment that we find ourselves in that's introducing us to a new opportunity of growth, paired with a very specific technique, an energetic technique. And I think both deserve just a moment of orientation before we step into this. So today, the Sun and Uranus are sitting in exact conjunction. So the Sun is the part of your patterning that connect us to your core signal, to your expression. It's how you radiate into the universe. That frequency that you are here to bring. Everybody knows the vibration of the Sun. Everyone knows your unique vibration. Anyone who knows you knows that uniqueness that is you. And Uranus is the planet of disruption of truth. It hits like lightning. It's not disruption for its own sake. It's not for chaos. Uranus is, think of it as that lightning that strikes wherever something inauthentic has been propped up too long. Uranus brings truth. So we are being invited to have these electrical truth-bringing moments to the core of who we are. When Uranus moves close to the Sun, if we think of this field that we are swimming in, it becomes electrically charged. And it's in this kind of field today, right now, that sudden recognition becomes possible. In a field that's charged like the one that we're sitting in, the thing that you have been quietly editing out of your expression, your truth for maybe years, can suddenly become impossible to deny, to hold in, to quiet, to quell, to keep pushed down. So that's what we're going to work through today. And before we really start getting into it, I'd like to share with you a technique. Now, if you had joined us for the Wealth series that we did throughout the month of April, you'll remember we incorporated the technology of mudras into our practice. Simple, easy positioning of the body to re-engage the electrical system in a very meaningful and easy but powerful way. So there is a body of work called the Gene Keys. It's developed by the philosopher and author, fascinating man, Richard Rudd. And it actually maps human consciousness across 64 archetypal frequencies. And each of these frequencies have different tiers. They have a shadow, they have a gift, and they have a siddhi. So the shadow is that conditioned, contracted version of the frequency. Well, maybe when they think of a frequency, instead of moving back forwards, it's actually moving backwards. The gift is what becomes available when that contraction softens and you sit in the truth of what that vibration is. And the siddhi, this elevated emotional state, is that full flowering expression. And today we are going to tune in to the frequency of the creative rebel. Now, the shadow of the creative rebel is, you ready for this? Mediocrity. Mediocrity. Mediocrity is not laziness. It's that quiet subconscious patterning that dilutes your own signal so that it can be more easily received by others. Think of it, it's that agreement, usually made a long time ago, often before you even had words for it, to soften your vibration until it fits into the room, to compromise the unique expression that is yours and yours alone, in exchange for helping others feel safe. Because when others feel safe, they're not a threat to you. So when others feel safe, it's easier to think that we feel safe, even if we are moving from a space of inauthenticity. Now, most of us carry some version of this. doesn't make us small. It makes us safe because, you know what, we needed safety. But that's not the frequency that we came here to broadcast. That's not the truth that you came here to live. Now, for the creative rebel, the gift, I love this one. It's called style. Now, I don't mean, it doesn't have anything to do with fashion or a visual aesthetic, though maybe it does, I don't know. But think of style as this pure, unfiltered expression of your true vibration, your, what I call, signature frequency. Step into style. When you do this, you stop seeking permission. This is your truth. Your inner signal really begins to influence your external reality instead of the other way around. You're like, no, this is my style. This is how I flow. This is how I show up in the universe. I honor you. That's cool. You do you, man. I'm doing me. Yeah. Style is actually an inherent act of rebellion, but it's not a loud rebellion. It's a quiet rebellion of the vibration that has stopped apologizing for being itself. So, for the creative rebel, the ultimate gift, the siddhi, is so lovely. It's exquisiteness. Exquisiteness. The natural flowering of style, where you create what is the reflection, the flawless reflection of divine expressed through you. No one else has your style expressed as this pure exquisiteness. So this technology that we'll be using today, this mudra, and for a reminder, remember a mudra is a Sanskrit word that just means gesture. It also means seal. And just what looks like a simple hand position is actually a physical code for your nervous system. Your hands have a disproportionately large number of representation neurologically inside your brain. So when you put your fingers in specific patterns, and don't worry, we're not going to do anything complicated today, you're not just making a shape, you're actually activating specific neural circuitry. So think of the mudra as an anchor that your physiology can return to long after the meditation ends. So the mudra we're working with today actually comes from Gene Key's exquisiteness. So let me show you how you can begin to feel into it. So your left hand will just gently rest over your lower belly. Find a place that feels good to you. It may be on your belly button, it may be at your waist, it may be sitting a little lower. I like to keep mine somewhere just below my navel, but what feels good to you today. You'll find it. Just feel it and lock into it. It may even be a little bit higher for some of you, but find that place that feels comfortable and secure to your body right now. Think of this as the anchor of the lower body. That's your creative core, the place from which your unfiltered signal originates. Now, your right hand, your right hand will lift, your palm facing outward. And just place your index finger and your thumb together in a soft, beautiful circle. The other fingers can just stay relaxed and lifted. And this may look familiar. You've probably seen this gesture in the paintings of the Buddha. It's one of the most recognized mudras in the world. It's often associated with the exquisiteness of the self, of teaching, of receiving, of living from a settled center. So just let it rest where it naturally wants. For me, it's right here near the shoulder. You may even today, you may find it might drift towards your heart. See how that feels. This is a different energy that's being activated simply by where you are placing your hand. I invite you to begin to feel into that. Explore that just a little bit and see what your body needs. There may be places where you can actually feel a resistance. And see what happens if you just sit there for a moment and then breathe into that place. There's never a need to force, just allow this to be wherever it is. And once you have found a position that feels good to you, once your hands are in place, just allow a gentle smile to form on your lips. The Buddha smile. It's soft, unforced, it's not a decoration. And think of this smile actually as the third part of your anchor, because your facial nervous system loops back into your vagus nerves, deepening the signal that the hands have already begun. So you have three anchors, one working at your belly, the circuit of the fingers and the smile. 3 signals, 1 frequency, exquisiteness. Just allow yourself to breathe into this technology, sitting in this cosmological frame. And in our time together today, we're going to use the electrical charge of the Sun-Uranus conjunction, this field happening around us, to dissolve the subconscious agreements that have kept your expression homogenized, the same as everybody else's. And we're going to use this time to anchor your body in the frequency of your perfect style, your exquisiteness, that frequency that your soul came here to express. Now keep your hands in this mudra for as long as feels comfortable to you. For some of you, you may hold this position the entire time. You may find you'd like to move in and out of this mudra. Give yourself permission to express this new neural circuitry pattern in a way that best supports you. And then as you begin to witness your breath, just begin to completely arrive in your space. If your legs are crossed, you can gently uncross them. When the legs are uncrossed, the energy of the body moves more smoothly through the lower channels, but you find your place. See how much more erectness you can bring to your spine. Whether you're seated or lying down, allowing a smoother, more direct pattern for the energy to move through. Feeling your shoulders dropping away from your ears, allowing your eyes to soften. And if it feels good, perhaps allowing your eyes to close, softening that space behind your eyelids. Taking a deep, deliberate breath in. And as you exhale, let go of any heavy momentum of whatever it took you to get to this screen today. You are here. You've arrived. Good. Excellent. Allowing your attention to really sit firmly with your breath, that quiet inflow and that quiet outflow. Simple, easy, effortless. Just witnessing your breath. And as you witness your breath, you may feel it becomes a little bit easier to go a little deeper, to feel a little more relaxed. You may witness your breath beginning to slow down just a little. Your body begin to soften, perhaps a touch more. And now gently begin to bring a bit of structure to your breath. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Inhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 2, 3, 4. And just continuing, finding your perfect rhythm of this matching inhale and exhale. Feeling those inner waters coming back into greater balance and stillness. The undercurrent matches the surface of the waves. Good. Now, notice what happens when you invite structure to your breath. Notice how the mind at first may rush to catch up, but then it softens, and you begin to feel your mind settle, relax, because it recognizes expressed into this reality. If you think of your breath not as a chore, but as an invitation. Think of your breath as an invitation to more life. Excellent. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath in for a moment. And then slowly exhale, releasing that count. Letting the rhythm drift back to its natural pace. The pace that supports you right now. And allow your awareness to drop into the center of your chest. Just feeling your attention rest there. And it's easy to begin to feel your breath slowing. And as the breath settles even more, think, imagine, or feel your breath moving in and out of your heart. Breathing through your heart, inhaling through your heart, exhaling through your heart. Inhale slowly through the heart, exhale deeply through the heart, finding a smooth, relaxed, unhurried rhythm, breathing through your heart. And just watch as if witnessing yourself from the outside looking in. Watch yourself breathing in through your heart and breathing out through your heart. Now, while keeping your breath steady through that heart, moving in and out, call to mind a feeling of deep appreciation. When we begin to bring forth a feeling that we know we're familiar with, that we can magnify, that we can turn up the volume on, our body begins to respond differently. The science behind it shows that an elevated feeling, perhaps of gratitude, of appreciation, of care, or even of love, begins to settle the space in a different way. So begin to call forth this feeling, whether it's appreciation, gratitude, love, or care. And do more than think about it. Feel it. Feel that appreciation, that gratitude, that love radiating right where your attention is resting there in the space of your heart. It could be appreciation or gratitude for someone who showed an act of kindness. It could be a love or care for a little furry friend who shows you unconditional love. It could be for a time, space, place, fond memory of life that you've had. A time with someone you love. Feel that feeling flood your system as if pumping in from your heart and out into the rest of your body. And as you settle into this space, notice the peace that arrives, the settledness. Breathing in this elevated feeling and emotion, deliberately deliberately combining the breath with the sincere, elevated emotion, synchronizing the rhythm of your heart with the rhythm of your brain, feeling a settledness come over your space. You're literally synchronizing the rhythm of your biology into the power of this present moment. And as you breathe, it's easy to feel a little more settled, a little more safe, a little more connected, and a little more present. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, feeling your heart relax before you slowly exhale. And as you hold this more coherent, balanced, harmonious state, notice a gentle softening that continues to arrive, the quieting of the mind, the settling of the heart. The heart is what holds your unique style, your exquisiteness, that truth that is you. The mind houses the rules. The heart is home to the signal, the vibration. The mind rules structure, but the heart, the flow, that signal. And to hold lightning in this field, to capture lightning in a bottle, think of the soil of your body must first be soft enough to receive. So now that your heart is open, good, and the soil of your body is soft, let's establish your structure, the structure that's perfect for you. And if you have a grounding practice, I invite you to begin that now. If not, think, imagine, or feel a golden cord of light originating at the base of your spine, the width of your hips. Feel that cord descend through the surface beneath you, through the chair, through the floor, the foundation, down deep into the earth, finding somewhere within the planet that feels comfortable for you to connect. And just see that golden cord of light begin to intertwine, settling in, anchoring, aligning deep into the structure that supports you. And anytime you sense any energy or information, any sensation, any vibration that you're just ready to let go of, you can send it down that beautiful golden cord of light, letting the earth receive what's no longer yours to carry. So take a deep breath in, hold that breath in, feel your heart relax. And as you exhale, allow anything that you are ready to release to flow down the cord, away from you, back into the loving arms of Mother Earth. You are grounded, you are secure, you are safe. Now, I invite you to reactivate that mudra of exquisiteness, your left hand coming to rest, palm down over that lower belly. Your right hand lifts the palm facing outward. The index finger and thumb come together to these 3 fingers staying relaxed and lifted. Letting that hand find the position that feels most comfortable, maybe near your shoulder or near your heart, wherever brings your body the most ease. And allow that smile to begin to form on your lips, the Buddhist smile. Effortless, quiet. Delightfully joyful in its simplicity. 3 anchors working together, the belly, holding the seat of your creative core, the circuit of your fingers marking that completed frequency loop, and that smile looping your facial nervous system back into your vagus nerve. Three connections, 1 vibration. That vibration that is you, your exquisiteness. Breathe into this configuration. Feel the warmth of the left hand resting against your belly. Feel the gentle precision of the circle of your touching index and thumb in your right hand. Feel how that's activating something deep within you. Feel the soft smile, how it lifts your face. It changes your outlook. This is your architecture now. This is a structure. This is your exquisiteness. And in your mind's eye, hear yourself silently say, I am safe to be exactly who I am. I am safe to be exactly who I am. What's mine to express is mine to express. What's mine to express is mine to express. Breathe. And settle into this structure. With your structure steady and your breath deep and easy. In your mind's eye, in the theater of your mind, begin to look inward. And it's safe for you to see what is here. As you gaze inward, gently begin to look for any subtle resistance, any heaviness, any silent but untruthful yes. Oh, Charlene, what do you mean by yes? That silent yes is that place where you agree to be less than yourself. That place, the place you agreed quietly, often without even knowing you were agreeing, to dim your light, to turn down the volume of your frequency and your expression, to soften your edges, to make your signal more digestible for others. You know, those yeses. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, I'll dim that part, no problem. Yeah, I'll just wait until I'm sure nobody's gonna mind. Oh yes, absolutely. I can do it that way, the way everybody else does. Even though I'm not sure I would do it that way. All of those silent yes agreements to mediocrity. Just witness them. They're not failures. They are that protective patterning of a system that was trying to keep you safe. And you can settle into that. It's all right. You are okay. You didn't do anything wrong. And as you breathe, you begin to recognize, these are not the frequencies that I came here to broadcast. They're not my truth. They were a truth for a moment. Their time has come and gone. And just notice in your body where these silent truths, untruths, live. Shown me where I have stifled my truth. Hey, thank you. And now you are authorized. I invite you, in fact, to soften, for you have served your purpose, and I bless you for that. Your work here is done. And now, dissolve, let go. See that shifting, moving down, that golden grounding cord of light. Watch as the edges of that agreement begin to blur. Watch as they begin to dissolve. You might witness these as colors. You might see that color beginning to turn down from a vibrant color to black and white, as if dissolving off of an old television screen. Just see that turning down. You might feel it as a sensation in your body. Just begin to witness that. Feel that soften, loosen, falling away in its own time. If you find resistance to these things turning down or off or moving away, continue to bless them and invite them to help you understand more deeply their message for you. You may understand that mentally, you may understand that just as a feeling. Keep blessing the signal, for it's in the signal that brings clarity. Good. And as these sensations begin to shift, if you can, see if you can follow back that vibration to where it started. When did this yes first enter? You don't need to know the story. Just follow it back to its seed. See if you can see that seed in your mind's eye. It might be recent. It might be very, very, very old. Go all the way back to that kernel. And just watch that seed dissolve. Watch it shift. Witness it returning to its source, no longer needing to live in your body. And as that agreement releases, notice a space that begins to open up in its place, deep inside you. See all of that energetic real estate that was once occupied by the untruth, the delusion of who you are. Those chambers that were holding oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Witness those spaces. They are yours. You are reclaiming them. And as you breathe, you begin to fill that empty space with golden light, with breath, with the frequency of your true signal. Breathe in that golden light into these spaces. Golden light replenishes. Golden light revitalizes. Just breathe. And fill every space you have cleared. It may be one, it may be hundreds. Whether you're aware of them or not, just set your intention. I breathe in gold light to every new place that I reclaim in my space right now. I never lost it. I gave it away just for a moment, but now it's coming back online. Breathe in that gold. Take a deep breath in, drawing the golden light up through that golden cord into the belly where your left hand is resting, up into your chest, up into your throat, up into your crown. You may begin to feel that right palm tingling. You may feel complete stillness. Whatever you sense in your body, just witness. your resonance to reestablish itself. This is your architecture now, cleared, filled, and ready. Now, the field that you are sitting within is electrically charged. And in a field like this one, recognition can arrive suddenly. So take a deep breath in, hold that breath in. And as you exhale, allow the next sensation to happen on its own. Perhaps from above, a strike of golden lightning. It enters the crown of your head. It's not violent, nor is it shy. The lightning is the fullness of recognition. It's the field itself naming what has always been true, what was already true for you, bringing that through right now. Feel it in your body, down through the crown, through the throat, where those words were held back, down through the heart, that multidimensional portal of pure potential where your unique signal, your signature frequency lives, down into your hips and through your belly, into the legs and feet where your next step is waiting. That lightning is not breaking you. It's breaking, it's loosening old agreements, that standard operating procedure, how it's always been done. That quiet contract with mediocrity. Allow that lightning to strike inside you. Feel it in your throat, feel it in your hands, feel it in your hips. Feel anywhere in your body where it is showing up, where you are ready. It is ready, and so are you. This is not new energy. This is energy that has always been yours, just finally permitted to move. Move that energy. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in. And as you exhale, feel the electricity in the air around you. For some, it's quite subtle. For others, it's quite profound. In this completely cleared, electrified space, begin to install the frequency of exquisiteness. With your mudra still active, igniting that position of the left hand on the belly, the lower belly, the right hand with the index finger and thumb in a gentle circular pattern, a beautiful soft Buddha-like smile on your face. Repeat these words silently and let them echo through every chamber of your body that the lightning just reopened. I am the divine exquisiteness my soul has come to express. I am the divine exquisiteness my soul has come to express. I am the divine exquisiteness my soul has come to express. I am the divine exquisiteness my soul has come to express. I am the divine exquisiteness my soul has come to express. Feel that. Breathe that into your heart. Let it settle into every pore of your being. And notice how easy it is to rest. in this vibration. With the mudra holding and the lightning still humming within your body, with a soft smile on your lips, that current of your true signal is rushing through architecture that no longer resists it. You may begin to realize this isn't a new sensation. This is just a recognition. This is recognition of the frequency that has been yours from the very beginning. You were never designed for mediocrity. You were designed for this exact frequency of existence. It is safe to be seen. It is safe to be heard. It's allowed. Not only is it allowed, it's welcomed. It's encouraged. The universe wants you to broadcast the signal that is uniquely yours. Exquisiteness isn't a performance. It's when your true essence, your style, your signature frequency and vibration stops needing to convince anyone. Let that possibility, that potential, that truth settle deep within you as an unwavering direction and permission. Take one slow breath into that configuration of the mudra. Breathe into the palm of your hand, and then just breathe out. Breathe into the palm of your right hand. Feel the tingling happening through your fingers, and breathe out. Breathe in and feeling that smile electrify your face, igniting your entire being. And slowly breathe out. 3 signals. 1 frequency. You are tuning. You are aligning. And you are attuned. Take a deep breath in, holding that breath in, if but for a moment. And exhale slowly. Beginning to sense the physical boundaries of the room around you, flickering back online. Keep the warmth in your hands, that connection of the mudra. A moment longer, just hover in this moment. You begin to notice your feet resting on the floor, subtly returning to this physical world, all while this architecture still holds inside of you this new pattern of energy. For in the days to come, when the world tries to pull you back into mediocrity, into the old, outdated, silent, yes, oh, okays. Whenever the room expects you to dim, to soften, to compromise your signal, to turn down your light, you now have a physical code that your body can return to simply by bringing your left hand to your belly, your right hand into that little gentle Buddha circle, smile, softening your lips. And your nervous system will instantly remember what it has touched. That unique frequency of you, your style, your vibration. vibration, that cleared architecture, the current of your true signal. Exquisite. There's nothing for you to perform for this to be available to you. The mudra is enough. The smile is enough. And that frequency that you have just tuned, my friend, it's not only yours. You see, when you broadcast your signal cleanly, you give other people permission to release their own silent yeses of that hidden mediocrity and do the same that you have done and are doing. Your sovereignty, my friend, is contagious. The world has been waiting for the frequency that only you can carry. Every time you vibrate your truth, the field gets brighter when one more signal arrives, undiluted, in pure light. Your exquisiteness is not selfishness. Your authenticity is service. Take one final deep inhale in, breathing in through your heart, filling your lungs with this new architecture before you slowly exhale. And now it's about time to begin coming back into this new time, space, place. But before you do, remember the next time you choose to relax and rest in this way, you can return more quickly, more easily, more deeply, each time you choose to attune yourself to the sounds of these chromatic crystal singing bowls, bringing with you everything that you have touched in this time, the clearing of mediocrity, the strike of recognition, the frequency of your natural vibration, your style, your exquisiteness, that configuration, the structural patterns of the mudra, the softness of that adorable little smile. Bring all of that back with you now. And if this is your time to drift off into rest, allow yourself to rest. The work continues in the body while you sleep. Float into the peaceful patterns of restful sleep, awakening tomorrow with a heart filled with peace and exquisite clarity and calm. Or if you're ready to come back and enjoy the rest of a beautiful day, come with me now. Take a slow breath in. Gently begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes and your nose. And as you exhale, take a soft, full stretch in whatever direction your body wants to reach. Your eyes beginning to gently flicker open. Welcome back. Welcome back. You sovereign creator, you creative rebel, you. For you have architected from heart-centered gravity your own inner revolution. And you are attuned. How are you feeling, my friends? How was that? What experiences did you have? If it feels good, share your experience in the chat. I'd love to go through them for a moment with you. It was really interesting. As you're doing this, I'll reflect back what the bowls were calling forth. So we moved many times today in a way that surprised me a little bit. I'm not going to lie. We actually were moving in and around D major a lot. We kind of always use D major as a pivot point. In classical music, D major has always been a fascinating key to me. It's always felt easily accessible, perhaps not as accessible as C major, but it moves us into a point of happiness. In pure classical music, when we compose in the key of D major, we think about the idea of connecting to triumph. It's like a war cry of victory. It's that level of expression of I have just overcome an inner battle so deep within me that I am shouting hallelujah, literally. In classical music, we connect D major and hallelujah, a word which in many understandings actually lacks true, perfect definition. It just is. It's a sound that fills us with an exuberance of life, of overcoming, this rejoicing, almost as though the heavens rejoice with us. And yet it's still an accessible key. I've always thought D major is so profound, and yet it makes a lot of sense for what we were moving through today. Every time D major presented itself, it also presented itself rather gently. It wasn't anything that was an imposing or impending sort of force, but we very solidly were called to move into D major, and we also ended in D major. So I just say that there's some encouragement, perhaps some heavenly, celestial, otherworldly, however you want to posit it, forces coming for a good old-fashioned high five and say, y'all got this, keep going, we got you, we're so proud of you, you're doing this, yeah. So how was it for you? I'd love to check in with that. And before I forget, I do want to share that we are, so many of you were so interested in our upcoming in-person retreat, but we're having challenges with travel because it's on Father's Day weekend. The upcoming Summer Solstice retreat, we decided we're going to shift it online. So join us online June 19th, 20th, and 21st. It is a 3-day, 4-session free live event that you can tune into. And the cool thing about it is, yes, we're going to be broadcasting here on Insight Timer. Yes, we're going to be broadcasting on YouTube, on our Circle membership community site, as well as on social media. However, if you would like to work with me one-on-one for a few moments during some of these sessions, you have the opportunity to sign up on Zoom. On Zoom, you'll be able to come on screen with me live for one-on-one frequency attunement sessions. So, my friends, this isn't a summit. There's no talks. There's no panelist speakers. This is one weekend, one field, 4 live sessions, all under the power of the sun. And we're going to move through that ritual, landing us squarely when the sun is overhead here in the Eastern time zone on Sunday at noon. So be sure to mark your calendars for that. If you'd like more information, just go to charleene.com, my name, /solstice. If you don't remember that, just go to my homepage and scroll down and you'll see this. It'll take you to all the information you need, how you can sign up to get your Zoom link, because otherwise I can't get you a Zoom link. So you got to sign up for the Zoom link. We'll send you the Zoom link for any and all of the sessions, and you can join us and have this chance to work one-on-one. We never do that, and I'm so excited that we're going to be able to do that for this summer solstice. It's going to be a really great time. Invite your friends for a powerful level of attunement. If today was good for you, let's take it to the next degree up. When we come together as a community, really powerful things happen. So I always appreciate being able to join with you in community and witness those powerful things happening. Speaking of, So glad everybody was here. Geraldine, nice to see you as well. E.T., so glad you joined us, Geraldine. I wish you a peaceful good night. Joining us from down under in Western Australia. Tea Lady Nat, hello, hello. Mary says, yeah, it makes sense. A rebel and mediocrity. Yeah, that's the shadow side of being able to overcome. Listen, if you are so grounded in who you are, in your own, what sometimes is called style, what I call your signature frequency, your vibration, nothing can shake you. And when you are so unshakable, there is a level of radiance that penetrates out from you into the space all around you, into the world around you. And that is exquisite. That exquisiteness is all because you have locked into the truth of who you are. And they can do what they want to do. That's cool. I'm going to do me. That's cool too. So, I love that. Sandy says, love from the heart of the Arizona desert surrounded by hundreds of giant cacti. I love that. Beautiful morning for a hike. So glad you're here. Hi, Permanda. Nice to see you. Sandy says, the world is now brighter. My loneliness has lifted back into gratitude with the meditation and nature. Sandy, that's so beautiful. The world is bright because you are in it. Mickey says, wow, incredible. I felt an outer shell of my old self crumble and fall away, and cried and released old negative energy. Oh, thank you so much. Such a powerful healing session. Well done. Look at the work you did, Mickey, and thank you for sharing that. That's so beautiful. Aurora, Aurora says, that was beautiful, very helpful, thank you, good. Patty says, I came in late. The short time I experienced today's program, I feel energized, amazing, good, Patty, that's wonderful. And Patty, if you'd like to go back and work with any of this energy again, as soon as we go off air here, not only on Insight Timer, on Facebook and Instagram, as well as on YouTube and Circle as well, the live stream will populate fully on our YouTube platform. So just go to YouTube, search for my name, Charleene, with crystal singing bowls, and you will find it. You'll find this there in the live sessions today. Sometimes YouTube takes a few minutes for it to upload fully to its site, but it will be there. Namaste to you, Arc Lady, as well. Laura, thank you so much for your kind donation. May it come back to you 100-fold in ways that you never expected. Deanna says, that was great. In and out of sleep, but still special. Listen, I don't know about you, but I think sleep is very special. When I can get a good night's sleep, that is not only special, that is divine. So I'm so glad to hear that was helpful for you. Tea Lady Nat said, it's your birthday weekend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tea Lady Nat. Happy birthday to you. Everybody give some hearts to Tea Lady Nat. What? Oh, Jeremy just told me that's your solstice. Well, that was an early birthday wish. And for anybody, whoever celebrates birthday, make sure you tell us, because we will sing and we will give you hearts. You know that thing I was just talking about sleep? Coveting more sleep? So I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit jealous of the sleep she was able to go in and out of, because apparently I need more of it. I love it. Well, cool, Tea Lady Nat. We're going to sing to you again on solstice weekend. So love it. Mary says, amazing. Thank you, Charlene. Registered for the solstice event. Fantastic, Mary. Be sure to stay tuned. We have emails that'll keep you up to date. The cool thing, too, we're also going to do a companion solstice journal. So you'll be able to move through this time and space. We're really thinking of how we can very deliberately support you all during this very powerful time. I mean, the solstice is the time when the light is at its highest and it's standeth still but for a moment, and we can use this energy and information, activating the field around us in a more deeper way to penetrate more deeply into ourselves. So glad. I can't wait to see you there. Joy says, thank you, Charlene. The session is everything I needed right now, right on time, always. Oh, I love that. Sending healing hearts back to you as well. Patty says, thank you. Yes. Sorry, Tea Lady Nat. Sorry about the birthday thing. I apologize. Well, I got a little excited. I like to sing happy birthday. What are you going to do? Kim, thank you, Charlene. So gorgeous and supportive. Appreciate you being here, Kim. Your presence is beautiful. Mary says, images came to mind of times my essence was stifled, including from past lifetimes. Then I felt a shift, a lifting, and a reclaiming of me. Oh, Mary, you rebel, you. I love it. That's amazing. Yes. Yeah. Oh, so good. So good, Mary. Well done. Suzanne, thank you, Charlene. That was really powerful and needed. Having a really busy and stimulating, I hear both sides of that, month. And this session brought a lot of disparate thoughts and experiences into a common thread. Very illuminating. Deepest thanks. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for doing that work. That was you. It was wonderful to be able to reflect that with you. And you did it. High five. Gail says, oh, I'm so happy to hear the solstice retreat will be online. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for such a beautiful way to start your day. So glad you're here. Keltony says, yes, you love the gene keys. Yes, wonderful, powerful information. So, so good. Nocturnal says, always so mystical and whimsical. I love it. Permanda Mermaid Mama, who is on both YouTube and Insight Timer. Listen, we can be multiple places at once. Obviously, she's trans medium. She's just popping everywhere. I love it. Says beautiful. Sheza, hello. Your birthday is today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. We'll just call you Sheza for the moment. Happy birthday to you. Have a wonderful day, my friend. My wonderful, wonderful love to you. Lori says, wow, powerful. I connected with some childhood traumas that silenced me, cried, and released. Imagine at the end was running golden horse. You were a golden horse running freely. That's so beautiful. Oh, Lori, I love that. And feel that release and power with you. We ride in the winds of change and new beginnings with you, my friend. That's so wonderful. Oh my gosh, I just feel this I feel a herd of horses running with you. You're leading the pack. That's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. It was a very somatic experience I just had with you there, Lori. Patty says, funny, I felt blocked in recent days, feeling a shift as well. Yeah. This is the time. This is what's going on. Those places, we are being called to activate, to call forth those places where we have been stuck and blocked. And so it's not odd or weird or coincidental that these feelings have been coming to mind. For some people very viscerally, for some people rather quietly, but they're still there. So whether they've been hanging out under the surface or you've brought them to the surface and are dealing with them, this is the time. So my friends, it is always a delight and a pleasure to be here with you. We will be back next weekend, not this weekend, next, on May 31st. And not only are we going to be here once, we are going to be here twice because it is a wonderful day. And we thought, let's just make the most of it. So May 31st is the second full moon of the month of May. It is a blue moon. So at 10 a.m. on that Sunday morning, we are going to be coming together, stepping into greater wisdom. And then we'll be back at 1 o'clock that day, 1 p.m. Eastern time, for that final installment of the Hypnotic Heart, this beautiful series that so many of you have been walking through this entire past year. The great thing is about the Hypnotic Heart is that if you follow the sequence from stage 1, it has been a powerful journey, or if you've just picked up in the middle, or if you have no idea and haven't come, but it sounds really interesting and you want to join, each session stands on its own. So the energy and momentum that's built from the very beginning will arrive all in this 12th installment. So you will be sure you won't want to miss that. When we begin to retune the heart and heal heartache at a deep, deep level to begin to bring back a greater resonance with the truth of who you are. With a healed, hypnotic, and happy heart. So be sure to join us on May 31st, and be sure to join us for the solstice weekend. We will continue to tell you all about that. But again, just go to charlene.com. Remember, there's 3 E's in it. CHARLEENE. You can find it on our teacher's profile on any of these platforms, on my bio, wherever. Just go to charlene.com. Scroll down under the page. You'll find Solstice, the Solstice online Solstice Retreat, or go to charlene.com/solstice. And that's where you'll want to land. We're counting down the days to be with you again, and until we do, know how deeply loved, cherished, and valued you are. You creative rebel, you. I love you. Satnam.